I'm sure we're all aware of the recent trend of orcas. Now, orcas are organizing to combat humans, and everyone is for it. I vibe it. Let's take a look at some orca videos today. Alright. Group of orcas attacking sink vessels.
A small group of orcas is causing a lot of damage to boats off the Iberian Peninsula, raising questions about why the orcas are doing it. Stephanie Tsai looked into it and has this report.
At 4 o'clock a.m., it was my turn to go sleep. So I went down, I started taking my nap, and 30 minutes later,
he ran up to the deck to find the boat surrounded by a pod of orcas.
they messed around for 5 minutes, and then they went to another boat, more far away from me, like 1-2 miles.
But the pod returned, not once, but 3 times, the visit spanning over several hours, well after sunrise, in the Strait of Gibraltar alone.
Okay.
The strait is a narrow waterway that separates Spain and Morocco. The Strait of Gibraltar were met with
wait, wasn't that actually just Gibraltar right there?
Not always.
Okay, so like you see this little tiny little I think that's like its own sovereign state or like its own country. This tiny little gray portion is actually just Gibraltar, I think. Oh, okay, so it's a British territory. I'm dumb. The British actually just have a territory just like at the dick of Spain. Oh my god, look how tiny it is. Like, is that the whole island or the whole peninsula? The tiniest little thing at the dick of Spain. That's hilarious.
The pod rammed the boat continuously for over an hour, managing to remove the rudder. With seawater gushing into the boat, the experienced crew of 4
Holy
issued a
shit.
call and were eventually towed to shore
Holy shit.
unharmed.
In average, okay, there are days that we have 2 or 3.
To better track these events, Rui
They're having an
started
incident
this
every
website
day.
that's
They're having an incident every single day. So like, okay, you're obviously out there pissing the orcas off, or like, I mean, you remember how the dolphins left during Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy because the Earth was going to end? Yeah, I think that's kind of where orcas are at right now. They're doing a revolution against humanity because we're killing the world. I think I think we need to acknowledge the fact that orcas are kind of just big bullies, but at the same time, we don't really need to be sitting here defending yachts or anything. You know, let me try something. I'm feeling a little bit curious as to if I could just block out the sun. It looks like I'm preparing for Hurricane Ian. I mean, that helps with my lighting. Wow, that looks significantly better. Alright, sorry, I just had to do some real-time lighting fixes because I didn't think that... I thought that mattress was only good for muffling the sound of the dryer and washer, but I guess it's also good for just blocking the light out of my window.
But why these orcas are repeatedly damaging boats is something experts are trying to understand. One theory making the rounds: revenge.
You don't need an expert to tell you that they got beef. Honestly, like, you really don't need an expert to go out there and tell you, yep, orca mad. If it's literally attacking you and is aggressive at you, it's probably because you're fucking... I don't know, man. I feel like people who have yachts and people who have boats like that, if they're not doing anything productive, like all the Floridians, I'm sorry, I've been a Floridian for so long. I'm so sick and tired of Floridians with all their boats. It's the most useless, pointless fucking thing. They go out and they fucking get drunk on yachts. They get people to come with them and hang out for the weekend. I swear to God, it's the dumbest fucking shit literally ever. There's thousands of them. It's not even financially feasible. It's like owning a fucking RV. The parts for boats and the parts for RVs are so specific. You can't just go into your fucking Honda and pull out, you know, parts and put it into your RV. And there's RV specific parts you have to get. You can't just go into a Nissan or a Ford or whatever and pull something out and fucking figure it out yourself and make it work and put it into something like your other vehicle. But I mean, I digress. It's just boats are very unaffordable, and I mean, like, everything's unaffordable. Boats are really just dumb. It's a rich person thing, and like, or just an upper class thing, or a middle class thing. There is no middle class. There's only lower class and there's only upper class.
In the ocean, they're capable of attacking and killing, you know, all kinds of species that are around them, but they have never targeted that that talent or that, you know, predator-like behavior.
When you're an endangered species and you just don't focus on that, you just focus on fucking with people. Bro, orcas are chads. That's awesome.
And no humans have yet to report major injuries from the boat confrontations.
Well, no, but that fucking guy that was using a bucket to try to get the water out, clearly, maybe not people being hurt, but close enough. Dude, orcas are actually just the villain. I love it. I want to watch this thing jump out of the air now.
Hace rato nos tiramos y el delfín se nos pegó y nosotros así como que no, vete para allá, vete para allá, vete para allá.
Oh! Dude, okay, that was badass. Orca versus Great White. Orca win. I think the poor should ride the orcas into war against the rich. I don't think they're actually mad. I think that scientist, that orca expert was right. I think they're just play. But I think that they're big time bullies. I think that they are super malicious, and I vibe it so hard because it's so ridiculous. Like, what kind of species is on, like, how many actual orcas are there supposed to be left in the world? Like 50,000? I mean, bro, that's not even, that's less orcas than people in my hometown. So orcas are literally on the brink of extinction. And what do? They bully people. They literally, bro, that's Chad energy, bro. I mean, I'm sure they're not super, I don't know, they might be conscious. Are they, how self-aware are orcas? Like, now, okay, I have to know.
They are the biggest members of the Delphinidae family, with the average
Holy
adult
shit.
male being about 20 to 26 feet long, 6 to 8 meters.
Yeah, I mean,
and
okay,
weigh
they're literally
approximately
just
14,000 pounds, 6
the
tons
apex
on
predator.
average. Females are usually a little smaller and can be up to 23 feet long and weigh about 8,000 to 8,500 pounds.
Oh my god!
Orcas live everywhere.
You
in
fat
the ocean.
bitch!
They are on top of the food chain and can eat whatever they want, but usually orcas specialize in what they can find locally. Orcas broke off from their family branch about 11 million years ago.
Who is that guy? That guy's arm bit off by the alligator. I think we need him to go swim around in Spain and fuck around with orcas now. He's got one more arm to lose.
Is closely to each
Holy
other.
shit, I didn't think I would be getting orca anatomy here. Look at this. What's a melon? It's just, it looks like that's where the brain should be, but okay, so his blowhole actually goes right next to his brain. Holy shit. I can't even, esophagus? Okay, I feel like that's actually not how you spell that for humans, but I don't know. But I think that's actually the same thing. Why is his mouth still, like, more open down here? Is this, like, an accurate, like, anatomy? That's a big-ass fucking heart.
Matriarchy rules the orca world, and
Wait,
the mother's authority here is absolutely undisputed.
No, wait. Orcas are literally led. Okay, so they're a matriarchy. They're led by the female. Dude, orcas are drow. Orcas are the drow of the ocean, bro. Like that's. If you guys don't know what a drow is, it's a dark elf in Dungeons and Dragons. It's just like, you know how you have elves, maybe like wood elves in like the forest, and then you have drow. Drow are just from the Underdark, so they're under. This is some Aboleth shit. Okay, like this is seriously, orcas are a matriarchy. That's OP. Okay, orcas are inclusive. And they're on the brink of extinction, but instead of choosing to fucking do anything to fix that, they're just attacking people. Let's go. Chad, okay, what's the female version of Chad? Stacy, or originally the Tritsy? Thanks for watching, guys. The poor will ride the orcas into battle against the rich.
Complete.